Welcome to Alchemy with Xerophayze, where we take practical AI tools apart and show how they actually work. Today, we are building a clean first ComfyUI workflow through Stability Matrix with an SDXL Lightning model. By the end, you will understand what every node does, how the colored connection points fit together, and which Lightning settings give us a fast starting point. Here is the result we are building. A polished SDXL image from a graph you can understand at a glance. No giant node maze. No mystery custom node pack. Just 7 core nodes and one complete path from a model to a saved image. If ComfyUI has ever looked like someone dropped a bowl of cables onto your screen, this is the version I wish everyone saw first. Stability Matrix is handling the installation and model library on this system, and ComfyUI is running locally in the browser. For the model, I am using DreamShaper XL Lightning, an SDXL Lightning checkpoint already available in the Stability Matrix model library. Lightning checkpoints are designed to get useful results in very few sampling steps, which makes them great for learning and fast prompt tests. Before we connect anything, here is the rule that makes the graph easier to read. Every socket represents a type of data, and matching colors show which ports are compatible. You drag from a small output circle on the right side of one node to the matching input circle on the left side of another. The cable is not decoration. It tells ComfyUI exactly where each piece of data should go. Node 1 is the checkpoint loader, and it has 3 outputs. The purple model output connects to the purple model input on the KSampler. The yellow clip output branches to the yellow clip input on both text encode nodes. The red VAE output skips ahead and connects to the red VAE input on the decode node. One loader supplies all 3 parts, but each part has a different job. Nodes 2 and 3 encode our prompts. The positive prompt describes the brass and obsidian automaton, the orange energy, and the futuristic laboratory. Its amber conditioning output connects to the positive input on the KSampler. The negative prompt lists blur, low quality, watermarks, malformed hands, and extra limbs. Its red conditioning cable connects to the negative input. Both are instructions, but they enter separate labeled ports. Node 4 creates the empty latent canvas. Its pink latent output connects to the pink latent image input on the KSampler. That cable carries the starting canvas, not a visible picture. I set it to 768 by 768 pixels with a batch size of 1. If you accidentally connect a cable to the wrong data type, ComfyUI normally refuses the connection, which is a useful built-in guardrail. The KSampler is where those inputs come together. It receives the purple model, amber positive conditioning, red negative conditioning, and pink latent canvas. For this Lightning checkpoint, I am using 6 steps, a CFG value of 2, DPM++ SDE, and the Kara scheduler. The important part is not memorizing the colors. Follow each label and confirm that the data type matches at both ends. The KSampler produces a new pink latent output. Connect that to the sample's input on the VAE Decode node. The decoder combines those samples with the red VAE cable from the checkpoint loader and converts the latent data into a blue image output. Finally, connect that blue image output to the blue image's input on Save Image. That completes the chain from checkpoint to file. A common failure is loading a Lightning model while keeping the 30-step and CFG7 settings from a standard SDXL workflow. The result can look harsh, oversaturated, or simply strange. Start in the model's recommended Lightning range. Here, 6 steps and CFG2 give us a clean baseline in seconds. Change one setting at a time after the baseline works. Now we run it. The result is a detailed orange and black laboratory scene with the alchemist automaton as the focal point. More important than this particular picture, every connection has a job you can explain. If the composition needs work, change the positive prompt. If artifacts appear, adjust the negative prompt. If the image is too intense, check the sampler. If the size is wrong, fix the latent canvas. That is how you keep ComfyUI from turning into spaghetti. Build the shortest complete path first, prove it works, and only add a node when you can name the problem that node solves. From this foundation, the next useful additions might be a latent upscaler, a second refinement pass, or reusable style control. Add them one at a time and save a working version before each experiment. This workflow was built and tested locally through Stability Matrix with standard ComfyUI nodes and an SDXL Lightning checkpoint. It is deliberately small so you can recreate it, inspect every cable, and make it your own. If practical AI tutorials like this help you build with more confidence, like the video and subscribe. We will keep testing image generation, local AI, agentic tools, and creative workflows without the hype or needless complexity.